the way it was described to my brother and I, because we came here together, was that if you cross those yellow lines on the road, your car will just catch fire. Yay! Thank you for sticking around past the ad and past the intro. Yes, you're awesome. All right, no doubt about it. I'm glad you found this channel. You're most especially welcome to this corner of YouTube. It's a freestyle week, so I'll be talking about road rage, parking lots, and discipline etiquette. Because I'm the public expert on etiquette and living life, let's get into it. Should you road rage? Some people just thrive off starting trouble for no reason. Some people are wired to find trouble everywhere they go. That doesn't exclude driving. If you sense that a fellow driver has a tendency to road rage, just let them be. Don't show them that you're also equally crazy. These days, you never know who has a gun or a knife. Then, what will you do? The simple act of letting them go their merry way will actually belittle them, because then you didn't give them the chance and the opportunity of them dumping tons of negative energy on your awesome life, an awesome day that's either about to start or about to end beautifully by you getting to the office or getting home in one piece and in peace. Will you get an award at the end of your journey? In life, usually, we don't get awards for the life battles won, or even when we fight, do we? Unless you are in a boxing ring. Of course not. Because then, I'll be the queen of fighting. Same goes for driving. When you get to where you're going, does anyone give you a trophy? For that person you flipped off? For the lane you hijacked? Or from that person you sped past? Of course not. We just don't learn. Plan your day, okay? Leave home early, and if you didn't, just relax. You're only saving maybe 2 minutes, the most. Better to get to where you're going alive than dead or in a jail somewhere because you didn't have the patience and caused an accident that killed human beings. I'm not talking from experience. Has domestic violence come to the road now? Is that what we're doing now? In the wake of gun violence, arguing over the silliest things in life can get you shot. Yes, driving is one of them. Big time. You don't know what what the other person has in their car, so you better be careful. I was just minding my own business one day and someone threw a soda can, or maybe it was a water balloon, at my car just because I wanted to make, to pass them, to make a right pass. But they refused and they didn't let me. Thank God my window was closed that day. What if it wasn't a water balloon? I just thank God. Should you hog parking spots? I remember the day I realized America was not made of trees that grew money, and that it wasn't a land made of gold, but does in fact have light poles. Yes, I didn't believe it. And the way it was described to my brother and I, because we came here together, was that if you cross those yellow lines on the road, your car will just catch fire. That's how I saw it. Or that you will get caught by the cops and you will have to pay a very huge fine. I do remember in Nigeria, almost everywhere you go, there are no lane dividers, and it makes party going so complicated because people just park anywhere, blocking each other, and God forbid you want to go home early. There might just be 10 million cars behind you that you have to wait until they move their cars before you can move your car, to go home. I think there's some sort of order now because, people are coming here and, they see how things are and going back home to put some order in place. Let's talk about this lane issue. Lane dividers, this is why there are lines on the floor on the road giving you ample space based on the average size of cars in general. So your car shouldn't be on the line, it shouldn't be leaning on the line, it shouldn't be touching the line. Okay, your car should be in between. Maybe some people don't know. Maybe we should start including this in school curriculum, because people are starting to become less and less knowledgeable about the simple things in life, all in the name of technology. I thought technology was meant to make us smarter, not dumber. So let's be considerate and time conscious. Don't rush. Be patient. Don't park too close to the line where the other person in the other car won't be able to open the door. You know, you don't know if the person is an elderly person and they need little bit more room. These are the things I subconsciously think about when I'm parking my car. You know, put yourself in other people's shoes. How would they feel when they come back to their car and have to wait for you to move your car first? Or, you know, would you like your beautiful car to be scratched while they try to get out of their spot? Be empathetic. Come on. Lane huggers. How about those people who take up 2 parking spots and they completely ignore the line? I just couldn't do it. You know, my heart is not strong like that. My guilty conscience would just judge me. As in, why? Why? Is your car a tanker? You know, if you've got a fancy car and you don't want your car to be scratched, park it at the end of the street. Park it at the end of the lot where, you know, it's empty and nobody's going to, you know, touch your car. Don't take up a perfectly good spot that can be very useful for 2 people. Come on, don't do it. It's not nice. It's just not nice. Don't do it. Should you ever discipline someone else's kid? That's the third thing I'm going to talk about. Discipline. Meaning training. There are instances where you have to. For instance, like when you're babysitting. When your parents are not around, you know, due to their jobs, or maybe they traveled, or the worst, when even the parents need discipline. Yes, I said it. Sometimes parents need discipline too. Not all parents get it. Okay, so in terms of respect, if a child doesn't know how to ask for something politely from their peers or from people older than them, it is our job as a community to help teach that child the right way, even if the parents are there or not. If parents don't teach their children how to act or how to be polite in the society, then that's shame on them. The world we live in now, things that made sense scores of years ago make no more sense to the children, because the people responsible for the next generation are neglecting to teach their children how to behave amongst themselves and in public. So things that are supposed to be common sense are not common anymore. So I implore you to please take the extra time to influence your children positively. Don't leave it to music artists. I need to check myself sometimes before I wreck my kid's life. In terms of errand, if an adult sends you on an errand back home, Nigeria, I mean, you go ahead and do it. If it's your parents or not, as long as they're not strangers and as long as they're not telling you to harm anything or anyone. This is tied to respecting others as well. If you respect the people older than you, then if they tell you to do something, you do it. In terms of shopping, you are at a store and you see a child pulling down some cans of tomato off the shelf for fun. But mom and dad, or maybe one of them, you know, they're a couple of steps away from the child and they're not really paying attention, or maybe they're not paying any mind to the situation. Maybe they didn't know the child was making a mess. What will you do? What should you do? Do you take the child? Do you talk to the child gently and help him put the cans back? Parents could appreciate the gesture or cuss you out. Do you mind your own business because it's not your store and it's not your child? Or you just make sure you don't fall from the mess on the floor and just walk by? Or maybe you're the person that'll call the store attendant. Which one are you? Tell me in the comment section. Honestly, America has become a place where people now mind their own business, even on the most important issues and down to the basic ones. I was just thinking, when the village, you know, meaning everybody, meaning, you know, the community, when the community was busy minding their own business, nobody was thinking it would come back to haunt them and bite them in unspeakable places. I was watching the news the other day about the school walkout to remember the lives of the 17 people who died in Florida, and I can't remember who said it. I believe it was a Catholic priest who said that they shouldn't walk out, but to walk up to kids who aren't feeling great, you know, about life in general, and for them to be a positive influence to them so that they don't end up in situations they will regret for the rest of their lives. And it just made me angry because where was the village all this time? If the village had been there in the beginning, we wouldn't have all these problems. Unfortunately, we are in a time where everyone is selfish for his or her own success and neglecting the group, you know, sort of neglecting the villagers. We need to go back to a time when the community was involved in the success of each individual in it. I'm gonna stop right here before I get too into this. Thank you very much for staying with me till the very end. I hope you learned something good today. The next time you experience road rage, I'm sure you'll not entertain it, and you just drive away. Not worth it, right? And you stop hugging those parking spots, and hopefully you help that person who feels down. Just a simple hug can do it. If you made it to this part of this video, you know we are already good friends. That that's what it is. We're good friends. So that's all for now, my people. If you're new to this channel, my name is Laraddiji. Ask questions, leave a comment, and like this video by giving it a thumbs up. To get notified of newly posted videos, you need to click that red button. This is an exercise we're going to do on this channel. You gotta subscribe. So let's do it together, okay? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, click, all done. See, the next video will be about School of Fraternal Twins and what I've called bathroom crying baby syndrome. Do check out my suggested videos in the description box below. I'm hoping to read from you beautiful people very soon. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you've been inspired from what you've heard today. And like I always say, love your neighbor as yourself, and remember to rest in peace. We all need to be living in peace. Stay blessed. I'll see you in my next one.